Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about if you visited a website before Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, you could have actually been a character in-game. So this is actually one of the very cool marketing strategies that Rockstar used to sort of advertise Grand Theft Auto 5, and we've actually seen them do this in the past with another GTA game, Grand Theft Auto 4. I actually covered this in a video I did about a year ago, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. Essentially what Rockstar did is they created a website for one of their in-game radio stations. It was like a talk show host station where callers would call in. And for the most part, Rockstar would use their own professional voice actors to create the dialogue heard on the radio station. But they actually gave the chance to fans to call in. And if Rockstar liked their commentary enough, they would include them in the radio station. And like real people's voices could be heard talking about random things in game. And I found that to be awesome. Not only was it a cool way to promote Grand Theft Auto 4, but it was also a really neat way to get fans involved and actually have them featured in the game. Well, Rockstar did something very similar with Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's actually a real-life website that you can actually visit. And that website has to do with one of the in-game cults or religions in GTA 5, and that is the Epsilon program. And the website is epsilonprogram.com, and you can actually visit it for yourself if you want. It's a pretty retro website compared to some of the things that you can expect today. There's a couple of different tabs that you can choose from, like the Join Now button, which we'll actually talk about in a little bit. There's also a Give Money tab where you can send check or money to Chris Formage at the Epsilon Cult of America. You can fax them at 1-866-FUN-CULT, and PayPal options are coming soon. They showcase the 12 tenets of Kiflam, where the world is 157 years old. Dinosaurs are a lie that people believe because they are weak. You are happy, you just don't know it. We all come from the same tree. Everyone is related to everyone else except for people with red hair. Sperm does not exist. It is a lie spread by biology teachers, along with everything else you have been told. Men are supposed to lie with 9 new partners a week. Women are supposed to lie with 6, except in July, when they must lie with 5 men a day. Aliens exist and are present on Earth. If you have a birthmark, you may be a descendant of Kraft, the famous emperor of the Fourth Paradigm. Trees talk, but only some people hear them. People who believe in something live much longer than atheists, and they have eternal life thrown in for good measure. If you believe this and turn your hands and your wallet over to Islamonism, you'll live a happy life. Otherwise, you are doomed. And number 12, Kiflam, happiness is yours, Kiflam. And they also advertise their Twitter account, which is a real Twitter account, by the way, called Epsilonism Today. Now, the Twitter account hasn't been putting out posts since 2013. It was created in July 2012, and I'm assuming a Rockstar employee ended up making this. And they were actually tweeting mostly before the game came out, like early 2013. So again, it was a way to advertise Grand Theft Auto 5. And in case you were unsure how great of a program Epsilonism is, there's some testimonials where they say it's a unique American religion, expensive, promiscuous, and entirely meaningless. Jez Torrent said, the Epsilon tract helped me give up smack. Jonas Ackerman from Blueberry San Andreas says, Kiflam changed my life. I used to have a well-paid job, a family, and good prospects. Now I've given that up to find real meaning in wearing light blue and proclaiming my real religion, Kiflam. Jeremy Smith from San Fierro says, much better than inversion therapy. My mother sleeps much easier now that I've joined the fellowship, Kiflam. Brian Van Ginsberg from Carcer City said, religion never worked out for me until now. Jane Pohl from Ohio says, I was lost. Luckily, I now go to regular meetings of a cult group, and they give me lots of money, so everything is okay. Mary Fortune from Liberty City says, at first I was nervous about giving up my identity and sleeping with all those men, but now I really enjoy it now. And Morgan August from Los Santos, San Andreas says, Chris Formage is a genius. It's a religion without homework. However, this website looked a little bit different before Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. And I actually had to use the Internet Time Machine, the Wayback Archive, in order to find out what was going on here. Because apparently, Rockstar gave 5 people the chance to appear in-game as Epsilon program members. So I told you guys the website used to not always look like this. Here's what it looked like back in 2013, before Grand Theft Auto 5 ended up coming out. It said, Kiflam, do you want to be happy and free from thought? Join us in Los Santos. Apply now to attend our Los Santos Area Enlightenment Seminar in September. And then there's a big green button that says, apply now. Take me to my father, brother, uncle, Kiflam. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. And if you pressed that apply now button, you would be brought to this page right here, which essentially has you filling out some simple information, your first name, your last name. You need your email address, a confirmation of your email address, and a photo. And Rockstar said the photo is required to provide a link to a photo of yourself so that we may recognize you when you arrive at Los Santos International Airport. And you can see that they have a link of photo sharing sites to use, terms, and privacy. And believe it or not, this is a real thing. This is where people would actually apply. You had to put your real first and last name. You had to put a legitimate email address, and you needed a sort of headshot photo. And the terms and privacy right there, which are no longer available, was basically a waiver saying that if you signed up for this, you would be entering to be a part of Grand Theft Auto 5 and that you would be a voice actor or a motion capture artist for one of the Epsilon program members. Now, if you submitted your application, you would receive this message. It's a photo of Chris Formage on a headset, worshiping the Epsilon program logo. And it also says, thank you for submitting your application to attend our Los Santos Enlightenment Seminar. It is presently being considered. So that's the message you would get if your application was successfully sent in. And after a little bit, Rockstar had to close it down. I'm assuming this would be sometime in the middle of 2013. You would get this photograph right here instead of the application page. It would say the application period has now expired. We are currently reviewing photos of truth seekers. We will be in contact with those we deem worthy very soon. And now if you visit the website, this is what it permanently says. Many have called, 5 have been chosen. We are presently preparing our truth seekers for indoctrination at our Los Santos Learning Center. So even if you saw all of that, you might still consider that to be a big joke. But that's actually not the case. It turned out to be 100% real. And the reason we know it's real is because in the terms of service, Rockstar actually revealed the following. Rockstar Games is holding a casting call event, giving Grand Theft Auto fans an opportunity to be cast as one of 5 Epsilon program members in Grand Theft Auto 5. They go on to say, if you are chosen, your features will be used to create one of the 5 characters in the game. Okay, so that gives us a better idea on what those chosen would ultimately do. I don't think they would be doing any voiceover work. Instead, I just think their likeness, like what they looked like if they had freckles or red hair or black hair, they would be used to create some of the Epsilon characters. Maybe the NPCs that stand around the Los Santos Epsilon program building. Maybe it's some of the characters that you see in some of the single-player cutscenes. So how cool is that? In fact, I just found out that Rockstar even made an official Newswire post about this as well. Now, they didn't provide any extra details. The only thing we know is that they announced this on April 29th, 2013. So about 5 or 6 months before Grand Theft Auto 5 ultimately came out. So by then, most of the game was likely already complete. But it's still pretty cool that somewhere in GTA 5, there are 5 lucky Grand Theft Auto fans who have their likeness as the Epsilon program members. I think that's awesome. I would love to know who those 5 people are. That's got to be like one of the coolest things of all time, to say that your likeness, your face, is one of the in-game characters in GTA 5, one of the most successful video games, most popular gaming franchise of all time. That would just be amazing. And I don't know about you guys, but that would be amazing. I'm certainly not a voice actor, motion capture artist, or anything like that, but it would be so cool to be just like an NPC or just anyone in a Rockstar game like GTA. That would be incredible. Now, I didn't know about this when it was actually going on. I'm sure at the time I was probably either too busy or too young, or didn't have the ability to go to New York and actually probably record myself be in the game. But regardless, that is pretty amazing. And I'm hoping that Rockstar do something like this in the future for maybe GTA 6 or other Rockstar titles. I don't remember them doing anything like that for Red Dead Redemption 2, but I guess that makes a little bit more sense considering the internet wasn't a thing in 1899, so it really wouldn't make sense to have a, Kiflam-esque website for RDR2. But anyways, you get the point. This is amazing. 5 lucky fans got to be in GTA 5, all because they visited a simple website just meant for basically marketing and hype purposes for GTA 5. And I think that is awesome. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Number one, did you know about this contest that Rockstar snuck into the Epsilon program website? If you did know about the contest, did you try and enter yourself? And does anyone know someone that has actually won this, I guess, prize, you could say, of being in Grand Theft Auto 5 as an Epsilon program member? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did want to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.